Well, hello everybody and welcome to the magnificent Château de Coeurset here in the Poitiers region of France. Now, I think it's safe to say that we have quite a lot of catching up to do, so why don't you join me inside and we'll do just that. Come on in. Well, hello and thank you so much for joining me once again. It has been a really long time since I was last here with you on YouTube. I think it's been about 36 days since I last posted here, which is the longest I've ever gone without posting. I started the channel back in 2020 and since then I think I've pretty much posted a video almost every single week. So to have this long stretch without posting and without spending time here on the channel has been really strange for me, and I can say with my hand on my heart that I'm very glad to be back, and I hope that you are glad to see me too. So I'm going to explain in a little while why I'm here at the Chateau in France and why I'm going to be spending the next 5 months between here and Edinburgh. I'll also give you a guided tour of the whole place, which I know you're going to love because it is absolutely exquisite. But before that, let me just explain why I've been away and what I've been doing over the summer. So, I originally planned to take a week break back in July because I was going on holiday with my family and my boyfriend. So I did that. We went to Mallorca. I don't know whether you know, but my sister has a house in Mallorca. So we all stayed at her house and we had a wonderful time in the sun at the beach, drinking cocktails, having delicious food. I just had the most wonderful time swimming in the sea and just really enjoying spending time with my loved ones and just relaxing. So that was amazing, and then I planned to come home and just get on with work. But I was home for about a day and I quickly started to feel really unwell. And without making a really long, boring story about illness, I ended up having COVID, which I did tell everybody about on a post here, I think, a few weeks ago. And I've had COVID once or twice in the past, and it's lasted about 4 days, and then I managed to just get over it and be well. But this time was different. It felt like I was never going to get better again. And it lasted for 2 whole weeks, and it was 2 weeks of really feeling dreadful, lethargic, tired, sore throat, weak, not being able to smell or taste food, not being able to smell anything, in fact. And when you've been ill for like 1 week solid without feeling any improvement, you start to get a little bit, I think, depressed because you're just so tired of being this ill and you want to carry on with your life. And it really did scare me at one point, and I was thinking, what about if I've got long COVID, or what about if I've got something more serious and I'm never going to get well? And those were irrational thoughts because it was just an illness, a little strain of COVID, and obviously I was going to get better. But as I said, when you have it for so long, you do start to worry that this will never go away and will you ever get back to normal, especially with not being able to smell. As you all know, I love fragrance and beautiful scents, and not being able to smell anything, I thought, what about if my scent never comes back? So that was 2 weeks of being really unwell, staying at home, not being able to go out or see anyone. And yeah, it was really rough. It was the hardest, one of the worst illnesses I've ever had. And I think it has been happening a lot over the summer that people have been getting this strain of COVID that really just knocks you off your feet and makes you very unwell. And a few people said to me, oh, you know, what happened when everybody used to have a flu or a cold? I will say that COVID is not like a cold or a flu. With a cold and a flu, you know, you're very unwell, you're sneezing, runny nose, you're feeling ill. With COVID, it's much more, it zaps the energy and the life from you so that you can't really do anything, and you just feel so unwell. So there is a difference, and it definitely isn't a cold or a flu. So it's taken me a few weeks to get back on my feet, get everything organised, and then I knew that I would be coming here to the Chateau. So I've kind of had this past week to prepare myself for coming to the Chateau, and I thought that I would relaunch the channel, my first video back, by being here and sharing it with you, because it is such a special place, and I'm going to be here for the next 5 months with my best friend Nathan Rowlinson. We're going to have an incredible adventure, so I thought this would be a great opportunity to come back with some really exciting news, with an excellent video for you all to enjoy, and I'm just so delighted to be back. So thank you everybody for your patience. I know that it's not nice when you're looking forward to a weekly video, or sometimes this can be the highlight of your week and you really want to see videos. I know I've got people who I watch on YouTube who I love watching every week, and if they don't post, I'm like, where are they? So thank you for your patience, and thank you so much for sticking by me as I got through this summer of illness and holidays, and I am back. So why don't I give you a guided tour of the Chateau. It has recently been completely renovated. This place is huge, it's enormous. So the main house has been completely renovated, except for the top floor, which is going to be done pretty soon. And then there is a huge wing that is also to be renovated as well. But the main house where I'm sitting has been exquisitely renovated. I will tell you all about that in detail as we go along. But for example, if you can see the parquet flooring here, all of the flooring was taken up individually, piece by piece, numbered, restored and put back down. All of the plasterwork in the rooms has been completely renovated. All of the furniture, it looks as though someone has been living here for hundreds of years and passed it down, but it's actually not brand new. Some of it is inherited furniture that was here before. Some of it is pieces already owned by the owner, who I'll tell you more about as well. And some of it is new finds from flea markets and auction houses. So it has a real eclectic mix, and it feels very, very homely and beautiful. So let me show you around. I'm very, very excited about this. So we'll start the tour at the very beginning, at the main entrance. Now these two pineapple stone sculptures were commissioned for the house. The house is owned by my friend Kevin Wendell. He owns an incredible hotel in Mexico called Hotel Esencia, and that is their trademark, the pineapple. So this is Hotel Esencia France, Chateau de Coeurset, and this just ties together Hotel Esencia and Chateau de Coeurset, and I think they work so beautifully here. They're really, really beautiful sculptures and just create such a nice modern freshness to the chateau. So let's go through the magnificent doors to the entrance hall. So here we go. Now all of the furniture and decoration has been done by an interior design team that Kevin has worked with for many years, and they've decorated all of his homes and Hotel Esencia in Mexico as well. Some of the furniture pieces, as I mentioned, are pieces that were here before that they wanted to reuse, or they've been found in antique stores, markets, or they're pieces that Kevin has owned previously. But every single piece has been reupholstered or mended or just refreshed. Let's just say that. And I really do think the most beautiful thing in the entrance hall is the stone flooring, which has been on my Pinterest board for so long that this is the dream flooring that I want in my dream home. So I was so happy to see that. The chandelier there, and then it's difficult to pick it up on the camera, but we have another set of doors going out to the garden there. So the doors are the same on this side. It's just picking up the light here. And I'll just quickly show you the view from the door to the driveway. You can see the blue gate in the distance, and this is the wing. So that is the main entrance of the house. Now, as with most French chateaux, they are enfilade, so they run from one end to the other, you go from room to room. The difference with English stately homes is that they usually have corridors with the rooms coming off them. I think I like this way better because you just get to walk from room to room and enjoy the beauty. So I'm going to take you first through here to the Grand Salon, and you can pretty much see why it is called that, because it is very, very grand. I'll just show you all of the beautiful details, the plasterwork, the panelling, the wooden floors, the parquet flooring, which is just exquisite and has been completely restored. And this room is very, very bright because it has 3 floor-to-ceiling windows on both sides of the room. And even with these dark blue curtains, it's still letting in a lot of light, and it is quite a cloudy day today. What I love about this room is that it feels totally calming, relaxing, chic and comfortable without being too intimidating and overwhelming. I mean, a place like this could be pretty overwhelming, and if you're new here, you could feel a little bit on edge. But I just think the way that they've decorated with all of the layers of rugs, fabrics, textiles, cushions, plants, lamps, books, objects, it makes the room feel really personal and like you could totally just wind down and relax here. So yes, I do like the fact that this house has only been completed in the last 3 months, but it looks as though someone has been here for a very, very long time. And that is because Kevin is a real lover of beauty, and he has collected all these things over many years, and they're what make a home. Got a little Sir Trudon room spray there, some books and objects, personal items from travel, and it just gives a layer to the room that stops it from feeling clinical and just makes it feel like someone's real home. I'm just going to pan around here, and we have a handsome portrait there. This was already in the house when it was purchased by Kevin, and this is the Vicomte de Curzay, so he would have been the French version of a Viscount, and he owned the chateau. So it is really nice that we get to keep him there in his home, overlooking proceedings, overlooking the room, and hopefully he approves of everything that is going on here and the way that it's been so painstakingly and lovingly restored. So the room is divided into 2 by 2 seating areas, and with the table in the middle, it just keeps the room nice and separate so that you've got multiple places to sit, and it stops again the room from feeling too intimidating. It just makes it feel more cozy, which when you're staying here you want to feel. I imagine that in the winter it is quite chilly in here, even though you have a real roaring fire and there's lots of central heating. Big barren rooms like this can feel cold, so to have this coziness is great. I will say that it is the middle of August now, and it is definitely not cool. It is really, really warm. There's no AC here at the minute, but I quite like that. I think AC would really just change the mood of the house. So it is quite warm, and we've got all of the windows open. So yes, the room, as you can see, has this incredible marble fireplace, which is just exquisite. And again, it is furnished with personal objects here. And if I just pan around, I'm trying not to be too shaky, you get a nice view of the length of the room and the scale of it. I mean, that plant is just enormous. The ceilings are soaring. And I'm quite overwhelmed still that I'm here, which I think is just such a special place. So now I'm going to take you through to this little library, one of my favourite rooms in the chateau, and all of these bookcases and all of the wooden boiserie is original. And again, it feels as though somebody lives here. It is filled with objects, and there's so much furniture and so many personal items that it is a real home. Just on here, I want to show you, this is the new book about Hotel Essentia by Asseline. I highly recommend checking that out. I'll put a link to that in the description box, and this just tells you all about Kevin's hotel in Mexico, which is a real incredible place, as you can see here. So yeah, I will link that so you can have a look. But that is the Hotel Essentia in Mexico, kind of the sister hotel to Château de Coeurset. I love this vase here on the fireplace with a plant inside, and then we've got these bird candlestick holders, so lots of beautiful objects, and it really would take a long time just to go around and absorb everything in here because it is just filled with beauty everywhere. So this is the little library. You can come in here, maybe you'll want to have a cup of tea, sit at night by candlelight reading through a book or finding a new book to read. But it is so beautiful and the atmosphere is magical. So we go through the gorgeous wooden doors, and on the opposite side of the room, as you can tell, everything is symmetrical, which is a real feature of chateau life. And on the opposite side is the room that I was in at the beginning of the video, which I guess is a bar. We have a little bar here with all of the spirits and liqueurs, very cute. And I just love this room. I love the creamy, chalky white paneling and then the beautiful linen white chairs. It just looks so clean, fresh and beautiful. And an exact contrast to what you find on the opposite side of the Grand Salon with the heavy, dark library. So you've got the best of both. You can have anything you want in this chateau. And the doors and the windows here are just breathtakingly beautiful. I just think they're the most incredible work of art. And everything has been just, nothing is an afterthought is what I'm trying to say. Everything is being considered and everything is meant to be beautiful. And I just don't think we do this anymore with our building and design work. It is too expensive. But back then, everybody was really rich and could just lavish themselves with these gorgeous, detailed homes. Another incredible fireplace. One thing about these chateaus and other buildings like them is that even with nothing in them, they are still so beautiful because of the gorgeous features. Some hydrangeas from the garden on the fireplace. They're just about done. So Nathan and I are actually going to go around the gardens later on. You can join us and we're going to refresh all of the flowers in the house. So that would be a lovely thing to do. Now, I've only just arrived at the chateau yesterday. I don't know too much about the history of every room or of the building. I have had a read through, obviously. So please bear with me. I will be sharing a lot on Instagram. We've made a new Instagram account for the chateau, which I will share with you later on. You can follow that and I will be sharing daily posts there with Nathan, videos and photos, and you'll get to learn a lot more about the history of the chateau, of the region and of every room and just how beautiful this place is. So let's go through again to the main hall. Enfilade runs from one end of the house to the other. This is the staircase hall. Nathan and I were saying yesterday that it is very Downton Abbey-esque or Titanic-esque because of this wooden, beautiful detailing. Oh, I mean, just look up there. Everything is just heavenly. So I'll show you upstairs in a minute. That's where our suite is that we're staying in. We have our own little sitting room where we can work, and then bedrooms too. So this is a dining hall. Now, all of this architectural work was obviously here before, all of this detail. So I don't think they've had to do too much in here was pretty much good as it was, and I don't think it would be good to start painting in here. Everything is fine as it is. You've got the white grand salon through there, so I think it is a good idea to keep this as it is. This is a country home. I guess it was used for hunting, for country life, so this dark wood is definitely reflective of the use of the house. There is a huge secretary there. What do you call it? A secretary or armoire, and it's filled with all of the china, glass, linens through these cupboards here. There's loads of tablecloths, linens, just everything you need for a fabulous dinner party. So I will show you that too. And then in between the panelling, you can see we have, I think it is either like a wall covering or it has been painted, and it is what appears to be a scene of India in there, and that is in each of the panels. So I'm not sure what the backstory is for that, but I will find out again and I will let you know. Now on the left side of this room we have the cutest breakfast room here, which I think you're going to love. It is so sweet. Isn't that just beautiful? So cute. And this has gorgeous light coming in from the garden. You can see through the windows here. We have hydrangeas framing the view. And then just a very sweet breakfast table with a cloth. It's all ready here. We've got a little bureau, a side table for bread and jams and things like that. A sideboard. And this goes out through here to the garden, which I'm going to show you around later on. So let's go to the other side of this room. There's a lot to see, so I hope I managed to fit everything in this time. And then this is the other end of the house, and this is like a games room. My favourite feature is that stone fireplace. I think it is absolutely magnificent. And again, the hunting memorabilia up there. And again, more of a dark masculine feel in here as opposed to the grand salon. We also have more painted walls, or I think it is wall covering because I can see the lines through there. And that appears to be more of a bucolic French country scene. So yes, this is the little games room. This fire is wonderful. It just roars and creates a wonderful warmth. So that is the ground floor. We do have service rooms through here. The kitchen, which is a commercial kitchen. So I'm not going to go through there. It's not really very interesting for me. But I'm going to take you upstairs and show you the bedrooms. There are 5 bedroom suites upstairs. They're all beautiful, so comfortable. So let's go up here and have a look at them. So just going up to the stairs now. Everywhere you look, there are beautiful details. And just as the camera adjusts to the light, this is my favourite thing about the house, is the way that it runs from one end of to the other, and you just get this marvellous view. So when we stand here at the top of the staircase, you look left, and you've got a sublime corridor of rooms, and then on the opposite side you have the same thing. And how tempting is it just to want to run down there and explore everything. So I'll take you first to the principal suite, which is at the end of the corridor here. This is possibly my favourite bedroom in the house. And what I love is that you get these succession of doors, which is very palace-like. So we go through this door into a little lobby, and then there is another door to the suite. So again, I think it was done like this for privacy when you had servants. And this is the principal suite, and how incredible is it? I mean, where do you begin in here? It is just so beautiful. I'll just walk you over to the window. These half moon tables here, oh, I would just love to have those in my house. They would look so great. And that French style painted furniture is my absolute favourite. Again, we've got the gorgeous parquet flooring, and as we rise up, the magnificent canopy bed. Just look at the exquisite panelling in this room. It is so divine with that chalky white, slight grey, and then the blue. Blue and white is just so beautiful. And then on this wall we have a set of prints, very simple little prints with black frames, and I think they work so beautifully. And again, a marble fireplace. Just beautiful. Just get a good look of this room before I show you in the bathroom. Now this is behind a jib door. Another thing that I love about chateaus and palaces is that you have these hidden doors, and there's always something wonderful behind them. So this is the beautiful bathroom, his and hers sinks, gorgeous wall covering, beautiful details here, everything is clean and pristine, modern conveniences for country French life. We've got the bathtub there, more prints on the wall, the loo is through there, and the shower is through there. So here I am, and I'm just going to show you the shower. Beautiful modern shower, so you can have a great cleanse when you're here after a long day in the French countryside. Everything is just pristine and perfect. And just look at these to die for floors. Aren't they just incredible? So let's go through back to the main hallway, and I'm going to show you the other rooms. So first, this is the little laundry area. I just thought that I'd come in here and show you the front of the chateau now that the fountains are on. It is very, very big, huge. So peaceful and quiet. So yes, this is a little laundry with all of the towels and things. So back through. Another incredible side table that I would love to fit in my suitcase and take home, but that's not going to happen. And through here, oh, just look at the windows again, these gorgeous windows. Through here is the next suite, which is beautiful again. Now, I am a huge lover of green, so this is very, very me. It feels so French. Another canopy bed. Just what you'd expect in a aristocratic chateau, I think, is a canopy bed. And just the most romantic place to sleep. Now, this fabric that is on the bed is also on the walls, and it just gives the most luxurious feeling when you can press and see the fabric walls. It just cocoons the whole room and creates this gorgeous, comfortable ambience. And it's just so hard to capture everything and just to take everything in, because it's just all so gorgeous in here. I feel like I'm kind of going fast, but there's a lot to see, and I'm going to be here for the next 5 months. So we have plenty of time to look around, but this was just the introduction for you. And then through here we have another amazing bathroom. How wonderful with these botanical prints lining the wall. Just so beautiful. And I am aware that when I do these tours at these incredible places, I'm always saying everything is so beautiful, everything's so beautiful, so beautiful. But it gets hard to come up with new superlatives to describe things. So I hope that you'll forgive me and still enjoy. Let's go through back to the hall, to the enfilade, the corridor. Wow, so amazing. So let's continue tour of the bedrooms. This one here on the right is our little suite. I'm going to quickly show you that. This is the sitting room. So this is a great place for us to work and do all of our work here. I'm going to come back to this room. But first we'll go through to the end. And I'm going to show you this room, which is so feminine and exquisite. Just look at that detailing around there. And then as we come round, you can see the beauty of this very, very sweet bedroom. Again, the walls are fabric. They have this gorgeous fabric on them. You can see. Oh, I just think it's so, with the panelling and then the carpets, it is just so cozy and gorgeous, but also very grand. Isn't this room incredible? They've done an amazing job with the interior. I mean, I did come here last year. The chateau the interior was completely barren. They'd started doing all of the works on it, but none of the rooms were furnished or decorated. So to come back a year later and see it like this, like it's been lived in forever, is just a testament to the incredible job that the guys have done on the chateau. So there's a bathroom through there. And now I'm going to show you my little bedroom. So let's go through. So again, our little suite has this amazing sitting room. It's so useful to be able to get some work done, do some emails, read a book in the evening, have some tea without disturbing the main house, even though there's nobody else here apart from us and a few gardeners and members of staff, but it is just us staying in the house. But to have this little space is fabulous, just to really relax and have a little cozy sitting room. I think this is probably a Pierre Frey fabric, and this is on all of the chairs, the sofas, it's on the curtains, and it's also through there on the bed, which I'll show you later on. We have a little round table here with our laptops and all of our work things, but I'm just pinching myself that this is where we are staying at the minute, because it is just so, everything is just so beautiful, so incredible. So I just wanted to share the flowers now that they're on display. We just thought we'd do a little photo shoot here on this gorgeous stone flooring with all of the flowers together. And I think the result is just beautiful. So now what we're going to do is flourish the house with all of these bouquets, put them through the bedrooms and into some of the other rooms. so that we can do some more photos and videos for the chateau. But this moment is so beautiful, and I really wanted to share it because it's things like this that just make me feel so happy. Everything is just beautiful. Beauty, beauty everywhere. So, I'm just here in the suite with Nathan, and as promised, I will explain why we're spending the next 5 months here at Château de Coeurset. So, Nathan, we are here, it's very exciting.
Very much.
And let's tell everybody why we're here. So, as I mentioned before, my friend Kevin Wendell bought this chateau and has renovated it, and he owns Hotel Esencia in Mexico, and he's decided to turn this into an exclusive use property so that people can live out their fairy tale dreams and stay in this chateau exclusively for minimum of a week. What I think, is it 1 week?
1 week.
1 week. So if you want to, you can hire this place out, use it for your exclusive use, and get to live like a viscount, a French viscount staying here. So the reason why Nathan and I are here is because we were invited by Kevin to do the social media for the chateau. So we're going to be spending the next 5 months. We've created a new Instagram account called Château de Coeurset, and we are going to be building the Instagram account up from scratch, sharing this beautiful place. And as Nathan and I have worked together so often, it is pretty much the perfect match. So Nathan is going to be focusing on doing all of the photography, and I will be focusing on doing all of the videos for the chateau. So we're going to be spending the next 5 months here, taking beautiful photographs, making beautiful videos, and just sharing how beautiful this place is. So if you would like to follow our journey whilst we spend time here, please do follow the Instagram account. I'll put it on the screen now, and I'll also link it in the description box so that you can check it out. And we would appreciate your follow so that we can share all of the beauty here. So it is very exciting. And
Very exciting.
what do you think of the chateau?
My first impression of the chateau, it was, wow. It was like a dream, you know, going to chateau, it's like going to someone's home. It's a rare opportunity to go to places like that nowadays. And it's absolutely incredible, you know, and I'm very excited to be able to showcase all the photos, to showcase all the beautiful things in the chateau that had to offer, you know, in every different room, to architecture, interior, and not to mention the garden. There's so much there, and we can't wait to show you so many details on the offering the chateau had to offer.
Yeah. So I think that was one of the things that we were surprised about, because the last time there was none of the interior was finished. So now we've come here and it is complete pretty much. And there is just so much detail to see. As you saw in the tour that I did earlier, it's filled with furniture, objects, fabrics. Everything is completely beautiful.
And also, not to mention, it feels very homely.
Yes.
Rather than when you go to places like the chateau or the palace, usually you feel like a museum. But with this place, it's very much home away from home.
Yeah.
You wouldn't feel anything too scruffy or too, you know, but it's very relaxing. And it's been so nice.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely feels like a home. You can walk around without shoes on. It feels like you're staying in your own home. Yeah. It feels very comfortable.
It's like a luxury hotel.
It is, yeah.
But without the people around it,
yeah.
It's exclusive.
That's exactly it. So it feels like a beautiful luxury hotel, but completely yours without any of the other guests here. So it's so beautiful. So yes, we are going to be here for the next 5 months until December. We'll be showcasing the chateau throughout the season. So now we're showcasing August, summertime. We're going to be showing a lot of the garden, some of the outdoors, the light, the sunshine, all of the flowers, and then as we go into September, October, more of the autumn here at the chateau, things to do in the house, and then November, December, festivities, Christmas time, the beautiful Christmas tree, decorating the chateau for Christmas. So hopefully we'll be able to do some beautiful, beautiful things here, and we really hope that you will join us on the journey. So I will be documenting every time that we're here at the chateau on YouTube. We also have the new Chateau de Coeurset Instagram account, which is going to showcase all of Nathan's photos and my reels. So please do join us. I think it's a really incredible opportunity for us both. We're very, very excited to be here. This is a dream come true, and we're very glad to be able to share it with everyone else.
Cool. And I hope you enjoy, watching our journey with the chateau, and flourish everything to be an opportunity, and maybe one day you will come and visit the chateau for yourself.
Yeah, that would be really nice. It would be very nice for us to think that somebody came to visit the chateau because they saw the content that we've created. So yes, we're very, very excited. I'm really glad to be back here on YouTube again after a long break. It's nice to be in front of the camera. I think I'm a little bit nervous about being back, but hopefully soon I will relax back into it and it become natural again.
Be fine, darling.
Thank you. So yes, that is our exciting news for the month. We're very, very happy to be here, and please do follow us along. Again, I'll put everything in the description box so that you can share the journey with us. But I think for now that is everything. So we'll say goodbye from Chateau de Coeurset, but hopefully see you very soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.